Hello, everyone. My name's Connor, and this is the CB podcast. Today, we are joined with our very first guest. His name's Nick Crow. How you doing, Nick?
Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Nice to know. Right. So, just in this podcast, we're just going to be talking about like your channel and stuff like that. You know, just life, pretty much. So, do you want to introduce us to your YouTube channel? Because I'd say you've got quite a lot of subscribers.
Well, my YouTube channel is called NickyBoyCrow, and basically on there I do all sorts from fan films to gameplay to, well, anything.
So, you say you do fan films. Would you refer to yourself as like a sort of like aspiring filmmaker?
Well, I don't know really.
So like, of course, you sort of direct like your short films, I'm sure, and you write them. What like part of that really are you most passionate about? Like, is it more the acting side, or is it more like the actual like storytelling side?
It's story and basically acting.
So like, would you call yourself a storyteller?
Well, I write good stories, if you know.
Nice. So, is there any projects coming up that you're thinking of doing?
I've got a few projects coming up. At the moment, I'm working on my series one of my own Doctor Who fan series.
Oh, nice. So, like, what? So it's like a series. So is this going to be like episodes? Is it?
Well, it's basically just a reboot of the one which I did a couple of years ago.
Oh, nice. So is it like how many episodes are you thinking of doing?
Well, in this one, I'm doing about 6 of them and a special.
Ah, I see. Okay, so is the special going to be like the finale in a way of the season?
Well, the special is going to be a Christmas special.
So, like, how long do you think it's going to take to like record all of these? Do you reckon?
Well, since we're in, what's happening at the moment,
Yeah.
it's going to take a very long time.
Well, speaking of the current like lockdown and all that, like, how are you keeping yourself occupied?
Basically, how I keep myself occupied is I do green screen work. I've made some custom Doctor Who stuff and playing on the Xbox.
Oh, is there anything you're enjoying on Xbox at the moment?
Well, at the minute, it's Star Wars Battlefront 2.
So going back to like your whole like series thing. So is this like the beginning of a few series, or is it going to be a full condensed story into one series?
Well, in the moment, I'm planning to do Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, Series 4, and Series 4 specials.
And this is going to be about 6 episodes each, pretty much.
Well, it might go up. It depends
Course,
how I feel.
That's how it works, isn't it? Really, like when you write your scripts and all that, you sort of get more comfortable with it as you write more of it and you learn more about like what you're writing, I guess. Do you enjoy the writing part of the making these films?
Well, yeah, when I come up with an idea, I write the script, and basically I've written 2 scripts so far.
Oh.
In the middle of completing the other 2. Then I'll have to start, episode 5s and episode 6.
Do you think it's sort of more difficult for yourself, like getting your vision onto the screen when like you've got like a low budget? Because obviously, like if we look at like the actual Doctor Who show, that's very high budget. Do you think?
Well,
Do you think it's quite a challenge working with like more of a lower budget?
Well, I say so, yeah, but if you know basically what you're doing and all that, you could come out with a good production.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Actually, yeah, I guess if you script like you know what you want to do and you do what you want to do, then I guess I can agree with you there on like do it like it can go out good no matter what. As for the shooting part, which part do you enjoy more, writing it or shooting it?
Well, sometimes it's the writing, but other times it's the shooting.
Yeah, I see. What do you enjoy most about shooting it, would you say?
Well, going to different locations where I've never been before.
Is there any like locations that you want to go to record your series?
Well, there is a location I want to go, which is, well, anywhere which is a massive mansion, basically public to everyone. to film like I don't know, a horror episode or something.
That's interesting, that, because the thing with horror is you don't need, because obviously with Doctor Who you got all these like visual special effects and stuff. Whereas if you work on a horror, you can sort of like work with less in a way, can't you, and make more out of it.
Yeah.
So in these specials, I'm guessing you plan on playing your protagonist, your main character, Doctor Who.
Well, in the special, it's just going to be, well, Doctor visiting. Well, at the minute, I'm stuck between about 2 or 3 ideas.
Do you enjoy acting in your films?
Yeah, I enjoy acting. I get to express the character I'm playing as.
I guess it's nice to have that freedom to like take the character where you want to take him personally. You know what I mean? I guess it's like it must be a nice feeling. So, like, do you enjoy acting in general, or mainly when it's like
yeah? Well, when I was in school, when I was acting, I didn't really get into the zone than I am now because I'm on my own doing my own things. But in school, you had to do a project like a horror project or something like that.
So do you like to like creatively express yourself through your acting and sort of like be in control of like everything to do with your characters, your performances, and all that?
Well, I try to, but sometimes I want someone to basically direct me or something like that.
Yeah. So would you say like working on your own script and like making your own character is your priority with like your filmmaking and stuff?
I say it is because you have to get the character right, and you have to progress that character through your episode. Something.
Yes. Is character development something you focus on a lot in your stories? Do you like to like sort of?
Well, at the moment,
start to end.
Well, at the moment, I basically planned out all my series. I just have to write it down on each series.
So you work with a very low budget. Do you think someday like that would be a dream of yours to work with a high budget on something like a blockbuster budget?
Yeah, that's my. Well, yeah, that's one of my dreams I want to do.
I think that's something everyone would want to do. A lot of people would want to do, especially like aspiring filmmakers and stuff like that. It's the idea of just more freedom, isn't it, to do what you want to do. So, how long have you been sort of passionate about acting? Would you say?
Oh, that's a difficult question.
Yeah, it is.
Since I was a kid, something. I've been passionate about acting for years.
What is it that draws you to acting? Like, what do you enjoy about it? What do you get out of acting?
Well, what you get out of acting is a good career for yourself, a good lifestyle, and you get to basically meet new people who you work with, and
Is that something that you'd want, like, just comfort in a way? It's like a sense of comfort for yourself and the idea of how, and like exciting new experiences. Is that what draws you the most to acting?
Well, I would say so, yeah.
Obviously, like the acting idea, it's like you become an actor and then you make a lot of money and stuff like that. Is that sense of comfort just like, is that because I guess with acting, it's like a lot of aspirations. At the end of the day, with all our aspirations, like all we really want is a sense of comfort and stability. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree.
So you enjoy acting, right? I'm assuming like you have fun with it.
Yeah, I have fun with acting and basically.
What aspect is it of acting that is it that you enjoy?
Well, the bit I like about acting is mostly when you get to be completely bonkers and act funny in it.
Yeah, so it's more or less like freedom, like creative freedom again.
Yeah, basically.
With your acting, you're obviously passionate about Doctor Who, aren't you? That's like your main focus for your performances.
Well, I'm passionate about other things. Like I got other projects out of Doctor Who.
What other projects are you passionate about?
Well, at the moment, I'm just deciding to do like a Thunderbird fan film.
Thunderbirds, interesting. How long have you been like a fan of Thunderbirds for?
Oh, since when my dad sat me down to watch an episode, I've completely been drawn to it.
And sort of when you watch it now, is it sort of have this like nostalgic sense to it as well, and that it reminds you of your youth in like when you were much younger, while
Yeah,
also
I say it's nostalgic when I watch it back.
yeah, but you still enjoy the content of it much to sort of get a lot out of it nowadays.
Yeah, it's all about rescuing people, and it's a good show.
Would you say that like Thunderbirds is like you say it's all about rescuing people and all that? Would you say Thunderbirds like connects to all of us in a sort of way of how we all sort of want to rescue people and we all sort of want to be that hero? Would you say that's like the draw to it?
Well, I would say, but it depends if you want a giant machine flying around saving people.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So you get more of like a sort of inspiring aspect of it and sort of a very nice wholesome sort of thing out of it.
Yeah, I
Somehow.
would say so. Since the machines are basically the main part how they save people.
Yeah, I guess it's very inspiring and it's sort of a really good message, really, to like give to everyone, not just kids, not just it's for everyone. So you obviously also passionate about Doctor Who. Um, what? How long have you been passionate about Doctor Who for?
Oh, for years now. I think the first episode I saw was Rose back in 2005, I think.
Wow, really? 2005. And you sort of always had this connection to Doctor, like the show since then, pretty much, even to now.
Well, apart from one series in
Yeah,
particular that I wasn't really happy about, but
of course. Yeah.
otherwise, yeah, it's up
Might I
there.
ask what season that is?
Oh, it's not because, Jodie's playing the doctor. She's all
Okay.
right.
I was thinking it would be this season, to be honest. Like, I don't know
She's
much
all
about
right playing. She's all right playing the doctor, but in series 11, to be fair, I don't even remember what series 11 was about because it was
yeah.
boring, in my opinion.
Oh, that's fair enough. I mean, I guess when you're passionate about something, it's important to have an opinion. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. It's everyone has opinion what they like and
Yeah, of course.
dislike.
Of course. So, like, so obviously you said with Thunderbirds, like, you connected with that because of its sort of hero aspect and its like heroic characters. What would you say you connect most with Doctor Who?
Oh, probably how he saves different planets and he basically helps people out and yeah,
Yeah.
time travel.
Do you respect him as like a fictional character in a way of like would you say he like represents a type of person to be?
Yeah, I would say so, but the problem is the Doctor regenerates, so the personality changes every time.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. Yeah. Would you say you prefer that the doc like that's part of why you like it, that they're always changing the character? Or would you prefer it if it was the same person?
I don't mind it changing each time because it gives that uniqueness to Doctor Who because
Yeah, of
no
course.
other sci-fi show does that.
Yeah, I agree. Really, the only thing I can think of that does that is James Bond, but they do it still differently, don't they? So with Doctor Who, is another reason that you enjoy the show sort of like the crazy like science fiction concepts and all that? Would you say that draws you into it?
Yeah, I would say so. The science fiction is another thing.
Yeah, yeah. Would you say that those concepts are sort of like are interesting because they can really help you escape from your own reality?
Yeah, I would say so because in Doctor Who, you could literally go, as the Doctor would say, anywhere in time and space.
Yeah, so we're going back to this theme of like freedom in a way. Would you say like when you put on a Doctor Who episode, you're going through the seasons or whatnot? Would you say that that is freedom in that like you have you can like attach to this character as he explores like all these universes and stuff? Would you say that feels like freedom to you?
Yeah, I would say so because once you put on a Doctor Who episode, you can escape the real world and basically
Yeah,
be drawn to this like different alien world and what's going to happen.
yeah. It's strange the concept of freedom, like in that obviously some people see freedom as being able to do what you want, while other people sort of see freedom as being like an escape from reality. I think TV in general sort of is as close to freedom as one can get. Personally, I don't know what would you say is the closest thing to freedom?
Uh, Uh, Not really sure. Anyone like
What does
kind of freedom, like you said.
what do you say does freedom mean to you?
Well, freedom means to me that I can basically escape the real world and don't have to worry about anything around me, and just enjoy yourself.
I guess like that's why I enjoy watching films and stuff like that. It's you're able to explore these worlds that come up in your mind, and I guess when you make your own stuff as well, going back to your channel and all that, and the idea how you're making your own content, you're sort of, in a way, would you say you're making your own freedom? Like you're making your own entrance to freedom?
Well, I would say so, since basically it's my own doctor and characters and all sorts.
So you say like you're passionate about like acting and stuff like that. Does this passion of acting come from watching like shows like Thunderbirds and Doctor? Well, I mean, isn't Thunderbirds like puppets? I'm pretty sure, or animated sometimes. I don't think. Oh no, it is live action, isn't it? Sorry, I'm not too educated on Thunderbirds.
Well, Thunderbirds used to be Superman Animation, which is
Yeah.
puppets. Then it was a live action show, and then
Okay.
it came back in 2015 as Thunderbirds Are Go, which is
Yeah.
CGI and all sorts.
So would you say like live action stuff, like the live action Thunderbirds and the entirety of Doctor Who, that sort of inspired you as an actor in a way, and you've sort of seen these performances and more or less been inspired by them to take on your own performances?
Yeah, I would say so.
So obviously, like you into your acting and stuff like that. Would you say that as of getting into the components of a film or a TV show, would you say the importance of acting in that helps you get into that escape from reality?
I would say so, but sometimes you can also bring yourself into that character.
So, like, what would you say? Like, what aspect of a film or a TV show would you say is most important to that freedom of being able to escape?
Well, it's probably the reactions of all the cliffhangers or something like that.
I see what you mean with the cliffhangers. Does it sort of like give you something to look forward to and to hope for in a way, and keeps you invested in that world even when it's not there and like you're away from the television screen?
Yeah, I would say so. Like in Doctor Who, like an episode you just enjoyed, and then you like it stops in like like Case Rangers, a classic Who episode
Yeah.
where the Doctor's crashing to Earth or Androzani, and then the credits on. You're like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen to him?
And then that sort of stays on your mind, and you can sort of keep your mind occupied with this whole fictional universe until you return to it. Is that why you see cliffhanger as essential in a way?
Yeah, because it gets you hyped for the next episode and makes you stay on and to watch it.
Okay. So is cliffhangers something that you wish to utilize with your series?
Well, I will try to use them, but
Yeah.
sometimes, you can't always use cliffhangers because sometimes they can out bad.
Yeah, of course, yes. So are you more focused on making whatever story you want to make and sort of structuring the episodes around that rather than structuring the story around the episodes?
Well, I try and structure the story around the plot and what the characters are going to do and all that. But sometimes I like to go with a different approach.
What do you mean by a different approach?
Well, sometimes, well, it's not where, well, it basically, I call it an experiment, but it's not really a good idea where you leave out a plot resolves through all the characters.
I think you obviously with you writing your screenplays and stuff like that and your scripts for your shorts and all that in your films, would you say that you when you write your characters, that you put a little bit of yourself in each character in a way? Because I know like a lot of screenwriters do tend to do that.
Well, I did put a bit of me into my own doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, so you sort of distinguished yourself as like, like every doctor distinguishes themselves and how every season's personality is different. You've sort of put yourself into a Doctor Who position.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, I guess that's sort of going back to like this whole idea of freedom. That's sort of elevating the freedom, would you say? In that like you're watching this TV show, you're not there, but you're sort of watching it. But when you like make it yourself, you're putting yourself there in a way, in a quite a literal sense. Would you say that's contributed to freedom?
Yeah, I would say it is.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, I guess that's it for today, Nick. To be honest, it's been great speaking to you. Goodbye, podcast people. Hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments, and please leave a like if you liked it. And yeah.